Hello, I'm Chris Menard. I have great news if you are a Zoom user. Zoom has come out with advanced polling. Polling are one of my most popular Zoom videos on my YouTube channel. So before I start and show you the 6 new polling questions, yes, 6, I want to have a couple quick announcements to make sure you don't watch this video and realize this isn't going to work for me. So 2 tips before we even start. 1, polling is only available if you have a licensed Zoom account. I'm on Zoom on the web. You can see that I have a licensed account. So if you're on the Zoom Basic, which is their free account, you don't have polling. Item number 2 I want to mention is even with a licensed account, you have to go turn this on in your settings to be able to use this. I'm going to show you that in just 1 second. And the third item that I want to mention is this came out with Zoom 5.8.3, which came out on October 25th, 2021. But this feature, even though that was part of that release, Zoom just got this running last night, which was Sunday, November 7th, 2021, because I was looking for this back in October. Just because I've upgraded to Zoom 5.8.3, if you want to do the advanced polling and your participants in your meeting are able to see your advanced polling, they must also update to 5.8.3. If they don't, they'll only be able to see the 2 Zoom poll questions that have been around forever, which are single choice or multiple choice. They will not see the new 6 items, even if you create a poll. So now, let me show you how to enable advanced polling in your zoom.us website. You go to settings. I've already signed in. I'm going to just do Control F and type in poll. That works. There it is in Meeting Basic, Meeting Polls/Quizzes. I'm going to hit reset. Reset. As you can see, I'm back on the defaults for polling. Polling is turned on, which means right now I can do single choice or multiple choice questions, but I can't do any advanced stuff. So you need to turn on Allow Host to create advanced polls and quizzes. Click on Save. Now my settings have been saved. Now I can create advanced polls and quizzes. By the way, I meant to show you this. I'm doing this for my meeting and poll, but if you look down 2 more, it's webinar polls and quizzes. You'll only see webinar in case you're wondering if you've subscribed or purchased their webinar package. But if you have a licensed Zoom account, you do have meeting polls. Back to meetings. So here we go. We've enabled it. Most likely, one other item. I've done a lot of Zoom videos. My playlist has about 60 videos. The most recent are at the top. What I want to tell you is this. I know someone's going to ask this. They're going to go, Chris, how do I reuse my poll questions once I've set them up? That video with all my other polling videos for Zoom will be down below, but you would schedule your meeting. This is just a quick one. You schedule your meeting, save the meeting, create your poll questions, and then make a meeting template from that. That video is down below. Today, to keep this simple and to cover the 6 new questions, I'm just going to put them in my personal room. I usually don't use my personal room for meetings, but I'm just doing this to keep this simple today. So personal room, polls and quizzes. You'd hit create. I've already made these, so you don't have to sit here and watch me run through them, but just to show you this, click on create. Notice because I've enabled advanced polling, I've got 2 options here. Usually it just pops up and lets me create the poll. This poll is the one you've always had, and it'll work with everyone that has Zoom, regardless of their version. This is the one that gives you single choice or multiple choice and has been around for a long time. By the way, single choice is, do you enjoy the weekend? Yes or no. Multiple choice is tell us what company benefits you've signed up for, and we could have health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, short-term disability, long-term disability, and they can pick multiple answers. That would be check boxes. That's the difference of these two. They've been around. But now when we hit create, and we've already enabled it, advanced polls and quizzes, and I do like this, they kept the single choice and multiple choice answers here also. So I don't have to go to two places to make polling questions. The new 6 items are matching, rank order, short answer, long answer. And I'm going to go through each one of these quickly. Fill in the blank. And the 6th one is a rating scale. Those are your 6 new ones. There you go. All right, so matching. This question looks extremely complicated when I'm here, and I kept looking at it like, that doesn't look like matching, because here's my prompts and here's my answers. So matching might be identify the car with the car manufacturer. Mustang, the answer would be Ford. Highlander, the answer would be Toyota. That's an example of matching here. Let me go ahead and actually show you how this looks. So you don't have to sit here and watch me type is what I didn't want you to have to do. So let me cancel. Don't save. So look, I've already made the matching question here. Also, go ahead and cover this. You're saying, where did that picture come from? You can now add images. Upload image. I grabbed a car and uploaded it. You can now upload images to a poll question. That is really cool if you ask me. So here are the prompts that you were just seeing on the left-hand side, and here are my answers on the right. What's interesting about this one is when people take this poll and they see Mustang, and I will show you how this looks. When they hit the drop down to pick the answer, it will be a drop down arrow. They'll hit the drop down and pick Ford if they were getting it correctly. The next question is the Soul. Who makes that? There'll be a drop down arrow. So it's not, to me, it's not a true matching where you drag one thing and match it with another. Also, this is a poll and not a quiz. If you want to turn your questions into quiz questions, to the left of save, make a quiz and set correct answer. I am going to do quizzing this week. Most likely it'll be Thursday, November 11th. I'll show you how to set up quizzes, set up the correct answer, and then go grab your report after the meeting. So I'm just doing the polling stuff today. So there's matching. The next one we had was rank. When you hit rank order, again, let me cancel this just to show you this. Create new. Show you how this looks from scratch. Very similar to the matching, rows and columns. Again, I was looking at this and like, this doesn't make any sense to me until I started playing with it. Don't save. So here's ranking. I did it with customer service at a restaurant. So you go there, here are the rows and here are the columns. Again, this is you setting it up. So how long did it take to get seated? Quality of the food, our prices. But when you look at this, when your participants see this right on my screen right now, this is what they'll view. And I'm like, okay, now I understand that. So the 4 prompts that I have, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here under columns, are what go across the top when you're actually looking at this. One more item I do want to mention since we're in here. There is a limit to the number of rows and there is a limit to the number of columns. I'll put that in the description below, but look, add row, add row, add row. I'm gonna delete them. I feel like this ran out at 10 over here on the rows and maybe 7 over here on the columns. Don't hold me to that. I'll put it down below. Cancel that one. That one's done. Okay, short answer and long answer I'm gonna cover at the same time. Short answer, the limit is 500 characters. Long answer, the limit is 2,000 characters. Short answer, even though they can type and press enter when they're putting in that question, when they press enter, they're still going to see just one row. 500 is the max, because if I tried that, here's what I did. I typed in 6,000. I clicked outside here and it went to 500, so I'm assuming 500 is the max. Again, if I wanted to, I could upload an image here. Long answer. You do see multiple lines when you're doing a long answer question, and the limit is 2,000 characters because it's going to 2,000. I could upload an image here just to quickly get that one out of the way. And see, this is one, I don't know how you could make a quiz out of this, even though it says make a quiz. That's why you need to catch my quiz video later this week. I don't believe this can be a quiz question, even though it says it there. Fill in the blank. This one can definitely be a quiz question. Fill in the blank question. I'll do one from scratch. I'm deleting a question, by the way. So here is fill in the blank question. The capital of Georgia is, and it says fill in the blank. The answer would be Atlanta. I'm going to add a question and do one from scratch. Double click Boston. The reason you're saying, Chris, why are you double clicking Boston? Because it says select the text and press enter to add a blank. So I highlighted Boston, I pressed enter, it says blank 1, and it is a fill in the blank question right here. So there you go. And save, go back here. So that, by the way, that's one poll called fill in the blank question that has one poll having 2 questions. So one poll can have multiple questions. I could add another one right here. Cancel, you can do an upload there. And the last one, and we're done, is a ranking scale. This one's pretty simple. You've seen it 1 to 10, 1 to 5. You've used Yelp, you've used Google reviews. Ranking scale, please rank this training session. I've got it 0 to 5. If I type in 15, it says nope, 10's the max. Not likely, extremely likely. You can change those labels. Feel free to upload a question, but if you're saying, how does it look? Again, click at the top. And that is what your participants will see when they're taking the poll. And you know this, they got to be on the same version that you're on, or else they will not be able to take these advanced poll questions. There you go, cancel there. I'm actually really excited about this. I think this is really cool. Again, I'll do the quizzing later this week. Let me know if you like these new advanced poll questions. Also, if you would, let me know in your comments which ones you may use. I actually like that ranking a lot. I like the short answer and long answer a lot. I like all these actually. These are pretty cool. I appreciate your time. Feel free to subscribe, ring the bell, check out my other Zoom videos, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.